Blah, 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 blah. Got to get over the hump. Welcome to a lesson on the Sagittal-Metabolic Modalities found within this interpretation of the Global Balance Method. The first slide answers several questions regarding the origin of the label Sagittal-Metabolic as a category of imaged axial modalities. Next, the principle of using basic nominal sums to label each individual modality within the category is covered in brief, along with a diagram of each mode and its color coding. Finally, all 6 modalities within the category are presented across their 3 nominal sums and both chiral expressions, along with a brief series of notes on the iterative nature of the pedagogy in the context of the chiral expressions. Slide 1, Nomenclature. Why Sagittal-Metabolic? In keeping with the spirit of simplicity, there are 2 basic points to remember. First, sagittal modalities treat illnesses across the sagittal plane, such that left treats right and right treats left. Second, metabolic functions are of 2 general types, anabolic or catabolic. In this set of modalities, the vessels used for treatment will express a single general metabolic function that is opposite the function performed by those vessels found on the side opposite to the vessels of treatment. Thus, the sagittal metabolic modalities treat illnesses across the sagittal plane by stimulating one of 2 general metabolic functions expressed by the circadian feedback of those channels. For the purpose of reinforcing the academic values given, a reading of the description found on the slide detailing the motives for the nomenclature will be provided here. The caption for the diagram found on the lower left-hand side reads as follows. In the sagittal metabolic context, a treatment is applied to meridians on one side of the sagittal axis or another. The meridians to which the treatment is applied will in general have an opposite metabolic function to that of the site of indication or injury. Thus, the mode is named for the metabolic context of the bifurcation observed across the axis. The bullet points on the right provide the same information previously given from a slightly altered but entirely equivalent perspective. They are as follows. All axial modalities treat conditions with the side of the axis opposite to the site of the indication or injury. Sagittal modes do this across the sagittal plane, using the left side to treat the right and the right side to treat the left. In the sagittal metabolic context, the vessels on both sides of the modality will express opposite general metabolic tendencies defined by the circadian feedback of both vessels on either side. Basic treatments are then applied to a discrete pair of vessels having either an anabolic or catabolic orientation for the purpose of treating the vessels on the opposite side. In general, channels of odd parity have anabolic orientations, while those of even parity have catabolic orientations within the context of the traditional Chinese circadian rhythm. Slide 2, Basic Nominal Sums. The 3 modalities shown here are some of the more common patterns used in treating clinical complaints. Setting the semantics of their physiological expression aside, this material will provide a valid nomenclature useful for categorizing the modes themselves and their orientation within the scope of the Global Balance Method. Proceeding from left to right, the sagittal metabolic modalities are composed as follows. Sagittal metabolic 10 consists of the lung, colon, stomach, and spleen vessels, labeled for their nominal equation 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. Sagittal metabolic 26 consists of the heart, small intestine, bladder, and kidney vessels, labeled for their nominal equation 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26. Sagittal metabolic 42 consists of the pericardium, triple burner, gallbladder, and liver vessels, labeled for their nominal equation 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12 equals 42. Slide 3, Chiral Expression. The above diagrams are presented here to complete the exposition of the subject within the context of this particular modality. Understanding the chiral assignment of left or right to any one given mode is simply a matter of determining on which side of the body the odd-numbered channels are being assigned. Greater detail regarding the chiral expression of the imaged axial modalities as a whole will be handled in a separate video.